Hello YouTube, this is Furious Maximum with my first example of Fallout 4 virtual settlement tourism. We'll be looking at Egret Tours Marina, but first we're starting inside of a maintenance area under a nearby bridge, which has been converted into a luxurious bunker/home, especially when compared to the Commonwealth wasteland. So we'll take a look at this bunker/home, and then when we step outside, we'll go a couple of blocks away, and then you'll see the exterior of Egret Tours Marina. In my personal fiction, this settlement is primarily under the control of the Minutemen. The Minutemen liked the riverside setting, the nearby bridge, and the plaza of largely intact buildings, but they did need to peel off quite a bit of the warehouse walls to make the perimeter. Here we are, approaching the perimeter of Egret Tours Marina. Now, before we go in, I'm going to take you on a little tour around the outside edges of the settlement. You might notice there's a lot more foliage and different textures, and that's done with mods that are compatible on the PS4. This is PS4 footage you're looking at right now. At the end of the tour, I'll scroll slowly through a list of mods so that you can see what mods are used. I'm in a home of one of the civilians in a cabin just outside the settlement. Not a pre-war cabin, but at least a cabin that existed before the Minutemen took control of this settlement. Coming along nicely. Drop that dookie. And here's another small cabin. That was our dog Watson guarding the back alleyway behind some of the buildings in the main plaza. And here I am approaching what I could only make out to be a gift shop. I didn't really know what to do with this section of the settlement. That one's coming along nicely too. Drop that dookie. And here is a pier shack, which functions as a sleeping area, although not a very desirable sleeping area, since much of the fishing and fish processing takes place here.
Hope you ain't here for me.
Here's Jacob working, processing fish to provide food for the settlement, and his expanded animation to provide food is a result of one of the mods. Again, I scroll through the list of mods that I used slowly at the end of the video. This is a guard shack, but also with some sleeping amenities. Nobody really likes being in there though. So there are more beds than there are settlers, and those are usually the excess beds. And the warehouse was retrofitted to fit the power unit as well as the water processing station. It's a good fit. Here we are, back at the main entrance point to the Egret Tours Marina Plaza, which the Minutemen have converted into a marketplace that was not very creatively named the Minute Market, as you'll see on some signage in just a minute. Many of our Minutemen are also functioning as vendors, but also rocking the blue Minutemen colors, as well as some pretty well kitted out black leather armor.
Gotta take things one day at a time.
Hope you ain't one of them synths here to spy on me.
Huh? Hi, how are you?
This brick building functions as a workshop, but it's also the primary residence for the Minutemen who serve as vendors just outside. So here we are upstairs, and each of the vendors has their own sleeping quarters. Elijah is the tailor downstairs. He makes the clothing, so there's some of his sewing accessories. Grayson isn't one of the vendors, but he has his workout bench. Those were the rooms for our weapons and armors merchants. And there's a caravan post right outside.
Yeah? Back hurts, my feet hurt, everything hurts.
This is our greenhouse where civilians provide food for the Minutemen. And this greenhouse has corn, potato crops,
Another day of hard
some
work.
carrots, and it's next to a mutfruit grove just outside, as you can see.
Crop's been growing pretty good lately.
Can't remember the last time I had clean fingernails.
It seems our medic Zoe's decided to take a bit of a break,
If you ain't been up to
but that's
see
what this
Great
place is
Garden,
for, right?
You should go. Whole place is run by robots.
Crop's coming in pretty good.
I can patch you up if you need it. For a small fee, of course.
You hear about that farm run by ghouls? Isn't that something?
Looking for
Hopefully you've
trouble, I
enjoyed this tour of this small, yet somewhat comfortable and secure settlement at Egret Tours Marina. And that you found it at least somewhat relaxing, or at least as relaxing as the Commonwealth wasteland can be anyway. Thank you very much.